Good morning, class ninth. So, today I'm gonna start your next cell organelles. That I have selected two cell organelles for today. That is endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex, which is also known as dictyosomes. So, why I have chosen that? Because both of them work together in union to perform a function of secretion and transportation. That is why I have chosen these two. Now, first of all, I'm going to start with the endoplasmic reticulum. If you recall the diagram of the cell, either it is plant cell or animal cell, you will find that there are some structures which are found attached to the nuclear membrane. See, this one is nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane. With that, some these ribbon-like structures are found attached to the nuclear membrane. Okay, so these structures are basically known as endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, now let us see what are the different structures which form the endoplasmic reticulum. Basically, there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum, smooth and rough. And these are the structures. See, these long structures are known as cisterna or cisternae, and inside that some space is vacant so that some material can pass through them. So these canal like spaces are known as cisterna space. Okay, now you see there are two types of the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, depending upon either they have ribosomes or not. Ribosomes, that you know, it is the structure, or these are the cell organelles which help in the synthesis of the proteins. So either the ribosomes are present or absent. If ribosomes are absent, then that endoplasmic reticulum is known as a granular endoplasmic reticulum or smooth endoplasmic reticulum. See, this one is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, other than that, if ribosomes are present, okay, if ribosomes are present on the surface, see, these ribbon like structures are having some dot like structures, that is ribosomes. If ribosomes are absent, then these are known as rough endoplasmic reticulum or granular endoplasmic reticulum. So there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum, smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now see, these are the basically these are involved in the synthesis of the protein and their packaging also. These means function wise, these synthesize the proteins. If ribosomes are present, then these synthesize the protein, and if ribosomes are absent, then it means it is, if it is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, then it will synthesize the lipids, and these will pack the lipids or proteins and transport it to the Golgi body, that will transport it to the cell, inside the cell or outside the cell. Okay, so these are present in the eukaryotic cells. All the eukaryotic cells have these structures. Endoplasmic reticulum, reticulum means the network. Okay, endoplasmic means the reticulum or the network found inside the plasma membrane or inside the cytoplasm is known as endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, these are the largest cell organelles. You just keep it in your mind always. It is for your general knowledge that it is the largest cell organelle, because it starts from the nucleus and it ends into the cyto, that is plasma membrane. Okay, that is why it is the largest one. Okay, so these are of two types that I told you already. So these endoplasmic reticulum are basically formed of three types of the structures. See, this is nucleus. After that, outer membrane, inner membrane, that is nuclear membrane. And with the nuclear membrane, you will find attached these structures which are known as endoplasmic reticulum, and then it will reach to the cell membrane or the plasma membrane. So basically these plasma membranes are formed of three kinds of the structures: cisterna, vesicles and tubules. Okay, these are the three structures. Now you can see it clearly: cisterna, vesicles, and tubules. These are the three structures which form these endoplasmic reticulum. So cisterna are basically the long flattened tube-like structures which are vacant from inside. That is, these are having like this. These have this spaces free lumen, that is space. Okay, so these are such kind of structure which are unbranched. Okay, these are unbranched flat structures, long flat structures. Then vesicles, these are the rounded structures or oval shaped structures which form the endoplasmic reticulum. And then there are some these structures which are known as tubules. Okay, tubules basically, these are because these are branched structures. So what they do, they connect different kinds of the cisterna like this. Okay, see, like this. These connect means you can see these partitions here. If it is like this one is nucleus, then this one is there. These are cisterna, and these will be connected to each other by these branched structures which are known as tubules. Okay, so basically these three structures form the endoplasmic reticulum. Function wise, what are the main functions of endoplasmic reticulum? Basically, it has a large surface area, that is so to transport the materials, to exchange the materials, because it is found inside the cell, so it can transport the materials to outside of the cell. Okay, and from outside to inside also. Both kind of transportations are performed by the endoplasmic reticulum. These are also helpful in the manufacture of the membrane, nuclear membrane or the cell membrane. These are formed by the these structures of endoplasmic reticulum, because these synthesize proteins and lipids. So both lipids and proteins are actually helpful in the formation of the membranes. So that is why these are helpful in the formation of the these membranes. And these perform the synthesis. Biosynthesis means synthesis of the substances that is biologically originated, that is glucose means sugars, or the lipids or the proteins. These are formed by the uh, endoplasmic reticulum. So one more function is added here, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum, because it has ribosomes, so it can synthesize protein and it can pack the proteins inside the vesicle and it can transport it to the other parts of the cell. And smooth endoplasmic reticulum is basically responsible for the synthesis of lipids. Okay, synthesis of lipids as well as its transportation. So these are some of the functions of endoplasmic reticulum. Other than that, it also forms the Golgi body. It forms lysosomes. It is the storehouse of the glycogen, that is the simple form of the lipids. Okay, exchange of material is been done by that. So these are some of the functions. Other than that, it acts as cytoskeleton because it provides a kind of strength because it is a network like structure, so it provides the strength or in a kind of framework to the cell. So this is the structure of endoplasmic reticulum, which is the largest cell organelle, and it is basically responsible for the transportation of the substances within the cell to the outside, from outside to inside the cell. Now let us see other cell organelle, which is known as Golgi body. Okay, these, if you recall the diagram, this will always be visible near the cell membrane or the plasma membrane. It is always found near the plasma membrane. Here you will find it is always find near the endoplasmic reticulum, and here it means sorry here there will be nuclear membrane or the nucleus, and it is means it has two phases. cis phase and trans phase. See this, cis phase and trans phase. Basically these two phases are the one. Cis phase always it is facing towards the endoplasmic reticulum, because it is the forming phase. Okay, means the vesicles come from the endoplasmic reticulum, and it merges into this one. So these cisterna, actually these are formed by the incoming transport vesicles which are coming from the endoplasmic reticulum. And it also has a lumen, because things which are coming from the endoplasmic reticulum will enter into this cisterna will be formed, and the materials which are being transported here, these will brought into the lumen. And there is another kind of phase which is known as trans phase, which is means the matured phase. Once these materials are being stored here, and if these are going to form new vesicles, so these structures are known as trans phase, means these are the new forming vesicles. See, newly forming vesicles, these form the trans phase. And after that, once the material is packed, it is stored, then it will be released into the outside of the cytoplasm, or that is outside the cell membrane, by secretory vesicles. Secretory vesicles are the one which actually store the materials, and these are going to throw the material outside the cell. Okay, see this is the diagram. The cis phase is the forming phase, and trans phase is the matured phase, which is going to release the secretory vesicles outside the cell. These vesicles are coming from the endoplasmic reticulum, and these form cisterna like that. And these will means the what materials transported will be stored here, and once these are in full quantity, and these will be packed in the vesicles, and these will be transported outside the cell. Okay, see, now I think it will be clear to you all how these two are going to work together. See this one. This is your nucleus. With that, your endoplasmic reticulum is connected. These endoplasmic reticulum are the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So these will form the proteins, and these proteins will be transported. These will be packed in the vesicles of the Golgi body, and these will be going inside the cisterna of the Golgi body. In the same manner, you will see these smooth endoplasmic reticulum will form the proteins, lipids, and these lipids will be packed into the transport vesicles of the Golgi apparatus, and these will be released into the cisterna of the Golgi apparatus. From here, if these are required, these can be transported again to other parts, and if these are not required, then these will be thrown out of the cell like this. In this one, you will see that these are going to transport from here. See, these are the Golgi apparatus, means if they have lots of proteins or the lipids which are not required, then these will form some substances. These could be some enzymes, these could be gums, these could be some of the excretory products also. Then these will be packed inside the secretory vesicles, and these will be secreted. That means these vesicles will reach to the corner of the cell, that is plasma membrane, and these will open up by merging to the plasma membrane, and the materials which are packed here will be thrown out of the cell. So this is how these vesicles work in the secretion means to release the materials outside the cell. These could be useful also or harmful also. These could be hormones also. Okay, so now you will see there is one more structure which is formed here, which is known as lysosomes. Why? These lipids which are formed here, these proteins which are formed here, what they are going to do, they will form some digestive juices. Okay, these digestive juices or the digestive enzymes digestive enzymes will be stored in the vesicles, and these vesicles are known as the lysosomes because these vesicles are having the digestive enzymes. So these will carry the things. Now if any material is coming from the cell, that is from cell membrane, any foreign particle has entered, it could be a germ also, so that will come inside the cell by the vesicles, by packing into the vesicles. These vesicles will come to the lysosomes, and these lysosomes will merge together with the vesicles which is coming from the outside of the cell, and these digestive enzymes will digest the material which is present inside the vesicle, and it will break it into the simple form. Okay, if it is useful then it is good, if it is not useful then it is again will be thrown out of the cell. So this is how the Golgi apparatus and the endoplasmic reticulum function in the formation and transportation of the materials. Golgi complex is basically responsible for packing of the materials and releasing it to outside the cell also and inside the cell also. These also are helpful in the formation of the some in this, that is sugars and lipids and proteins. These are basically these also form the lysosomes, as I told you. So these Golgi body and the endoplasmic reticulum both are they both work in coordination with each other to help in transportation, intercellular and intracellular or the extracellular transportation of the transportation packing of the materials. Okay, materials basically lipids, proteins, glucose, hormones, gums, oils, or anything. Okay, so basically the function of Golgi body, if I describe it in a detail, then what they are going to do, whatever the proteins and lipids which are being synthesized by the endoplasmic reticulum, these help in modification of the lipids and proteins by adding the glucose. Okay, they form glycoproteins or glycolipids like this. They add the glucose part into that, and these form glycoprotein, glycoproteins and glycolipids, which will be helpful in the formation of the cell wall or cell plate. Okay, so basically this Golgi body helps in the removal of the waste products. It makes or secretes the mucus. Mucus is the thing you will see that it is like the wax which is coming from your ear. It is a kind of mucus. The mucus is also secreted by your stomach walls. Okay, so mucus is basically a substance which is a excretory product, which is a waste product which is removed from the cells. It also packages the materials, and one more function you can add here, that it forms the cell plate. Okay, cell plate means these structures form the cell plate, which is helpful in the division of the plant cell. This I told you in earlier sessions of my class. Now this I have chosen one of the GIFs here so that my point will be clear to you all what I am trying to tell you. See, this is in, let me mark it. Okay, so this is endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, and this is Golgi complex. Okay, so now you will see that materials which are being formed here will be packed in the vesicles. These are the vesicles. These vesicles will move to the, that is cis phase of the your Golgi body, and it will merge into the cisternae. Okay, cisternae, and the cisterna or cisternae will now form more vesicles. Okay, and these vesicles will now, it will move from this to this and this to this, then finally it will reach to the trans phase. This is the trans phase. Okay, now from here the materials which are being packed here, and it will now it will again form new vesicles. These are known as secretory vesicles. And then by the process of exocytosis means to release the things outside the cell membrane. By the process of exocytosis means the secretory vesicles will come out, and these will release the materials outside the plasma membrane by secretory vesicles. Okay, so this is how the endoplasmic reticulum and the Golgi body or the Golgi complex work in coordination with each other to transport the materials outside the cell, or if anything is coming from outside the cell, then digestion of that part is also being done by the lysosomes, which are formed by the secretory vesicles of the Golgi apparatus or the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, now you see this one is clear, I think. Secretory vesicles, this is known as exocytosis. So now this topic is complete. If you have any confusion, you can ask during the class. I'll give you some more work of this chapter. Please do it in fair copy. Thank you, class.